Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Lucier here for our weekly Tongren session. I'm just a little bundled up. I wanted to give everybody a nice warm session, and we will begin right away. For people that are new to our process, this is a distance healing method. For anybody that does any homework on these things, distance healing as early as 3,000 years ago has been discovered with Ayurvedic medicine, as well as others. As we all know, Reiki can be distance healing. Craniosacral therapy can be distance sessions as well. So we will be doing our Tongren, which is opening up blockages and focusing on the bioelectricity of the central nervous system. So let's begin right away. We're right on time. So we have Happy Mama, send chi for perfect blood and strong immune system, blessings and gratitude to everyone. So let's begin. Blood flow to the brain. Blood flow to the brain. So we do it in a three-part process, kind of like a tune-up, or as you do working on your own body for exercise and other things. Step one, blood flow to the brain, if you can see me well. And we also have our orgonite technology, which is pretty cool. If anybody's seen the sacred geometry. And of course our amplifier, just like the old speaker amplifiers in the 60s and 70s. Not that I'm that old, but I am. This is our biophotonic generator, which basically allows us to increase our connection and increase our biophoton kind of interface from myself to all of yourself. And we've had good feedback that it actually is making a better process and better energy connection. So command points of the brain. Sensory cortex, motor cortex, hypothalamus, and pituitary. Command points of the brain stem, GV17. But we want to focus on chi, which is energy. Could be biophotons, I believe it is. Life force energy. Perfect blood, so T1 for the bones, which generate blood and blood cells. And then the lymph, which is detox and toxin circulation and removal. T3 for the lymph and T7 for the spleen. So T3 also good for the lungs for Rachel. And a virus, T1 to T8, anti-inflammation. Let's jump on the phone again. I think we're going to try to be on the phone again today or tomorrow would be good. T1 to T8 for the virus. On the one hand, and the immune system and oxygen. Well, let's just focus on the oxygen system. Phrenic nerve, LI16 and 17. And T6 for the diaphragm. microbiome, inflammation, T1 to T8 for osteoarthritis, T1 for the bones, T1 to T8 for the inflammation and pain. And Esther, did you try that? I think it's Formula 403. Did that help at all? It was very advanced or concentrated formulation of valerian. And also for antiviral, the microbiome. So if people would chime in, better or worse, the same this week compared to last week or the week before. T11, T12, L4, L5. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So Mumashari, you feeling good? Great. Liver 3 and kidney 1, but continue to work with Esther for the bladder, S1. So blood flow, T7, nerve flow, brachial plexus, source, and then target, S1 to S5. S1 to S4, basically, for the bladder. And there we go, tapping, now grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1, but also CV4 more for the bladder. CV17 for the lungs and breathing for Rachel. Has the package arrived, Rachel? I'm hoping it did. Grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. No, not yet. Oh, sorry to hear that. Tomorrow. Liver 3 and kidney 1. And let's continue. We'll continue to do some more for Esther. Also the skin and psoriasis pain. Catherine, the lungs and COVID. And Laura, calm, worry-free mind. So let's do that right now, and then we'll be with you. Helia, you're next, for sure. Blood flow to the brain. Brain command points. Is it cold where you guys are? Anybody here from Florida? Worry-free mind, GB13. That's a Chinese medicine point as well. Literally means Bun Shun, which is your original spirit or your original true self. GB13, and then in Tong area. Third eye area, pineal gland, home of consciousness. For a worry-free mind and abundance, GB13, C2. C1, C2, GB13. Worry-free mind. And let's continue on with the skin, T4 for Esther. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, strong immune system for Happy Mama. And grounding to level 3 and kidney 1. Always grounding, bringing the energy to the earth, like earthing. Has anybody here heard of the earthing technique? Earthing is pretty cool. Okay, and that also includes in Tong for abundance. CV17 for Esther. CV4 for Esther. So, how's everybody doing? Hi, Esther. We work on Esther, Augustina, Santino. Hey, how you doing, Tiffany? Okay, here we go. So for Faris and for Catherine, let's begin. Blood flow to the brain. And what kind of breast cancer, Tiffany? Is it HER2 positive or negative? Estrogen, progesterone? It is feet. Work on the feet. Yep. Blood flow to the brain. Eyesight problems. glaucoma, GV17 for eye pressure and high blood pressure. And T1 to T5, T5 for the heart. Shoulder release points. And the eyes using the liver point as well. And welcome to our group, Millie. And Helia, you're next. Ouch point for the eyes, blood flow to the eyes, facial artery for the eye problems, eyesight problems. Glaucoma as well. GV17. Blood flow to the eyes. T1 to T8, anti-inflammation. Diverticulitis, T1 to T8 and T7 to T12, and constipation. So a good thing is colon hydrotherapy or colonics, like our group does together. We've got about 25 this time. And Jessica says, the castor oil is great. And how are you using it, Jessica? And what kind of benefits are you having? High blood pressure, GV17. And then grounding, liver 3 and kidney 1. Okay, so we will continue to work with Helia, diverticulitis, and constipation. So, blood flow to the brain, initialize the brain. Brain is good, needs a lot of energy. Most of our energy goes to running our brain. That makes sense. And we have Nicey Palisi on Instagram. Blood flow to the brain, brain command points. Pituitary, which can have a little bit of relationship with constipation. Command points of the brain stem. Blood flow, nerve flow, T4 for the breast. For Tiffany. Blood flow, nerve flow. Constipation, T11, T12, L4, L5. And lumbosacral plexus. And yoga, forward folds, back, downward dog, upward dog. Remove that stagnation. Lots of fiber, lots of hydration. Avoid animal products because that'll block you up. Diverticulitis. And continue on. And for the feet, for Tiffany, blood flow T7, lumbosacral plexus down the sciatic nerve, bladder 54 to the feet. Hopefully you can see my hands. And Del, are you with us? Did I explain all that information about the biophoton technologies? So we will be doing our experiment, gradually increasing the amounts of biophoton canisters. Each week we're going to do 4 weeks on probably a Thursday at 7:30 for 30 minutes for people. And we'll have a set of questions before and after each session. There's no charge. Voluntary donations is always expected. Oh, Leonard, you're here. Okay. And Millie, you have arthritis in your joints. Ouch, 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 ouch. Barely wear shoes. Definitely soak your feet in Epsom salts or clay foot soaks or a clay bath would be a good option. And Jessica, what did you use the castor oil for? And then Dorothy, we have Dorothy and Blue Sky and Collected Champion and Catherine, and we'll do some more with Catherine again. Blood flow to the brain. And for SIBO, I recommend fermented foods. Command points of the brain. Command points of the brain stem. Optic nerve, macular area for the eyes, the ouch point. GB7, 8, and 9. Optic nerve, GB22 and 23. Macular degeneration, the eyes, the ouch point, blood flow, facial artery, and access the entire back. And SIBO, T1 to T8, T3 again, lungs for Catherine. NAC is one of the best things you can do, or biophoton enriched water from the Woburn Med Center, same place I got the bio healers, Tesla bio healers. T9 for the stomach and SIBO as well. Stomach and liver health and chronic SIBO, same blockage area. Collected champion. T4 for the breasts, GV20 for the hormone balancing, continue to work for SIBO. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. CV17 for COVID for Catherine as well, and the lungs for Rachel. And detox the lungs for collected champion from smoke, mold, chemical exposures. T1 to T8 for infections. GV17 for the the medulla for Catherine. T1 to T8 for detox of that horrible stuff. T4 for the skin. T7 for the spleen. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. More for the lungs, again for collected champion and Rachel. Sinuses 3, C3, C4, and the ouch point for the nose. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Blood flow to the brain. Continue with detoxing, which would be T4 for the skin, T7 for the spleen, T9 T9 for the liver, and L2 for the kidneys. It's a major detox. And Dorothy, GV17 for the macular degeneration, sky window, blood flow, carotid artery for the eyes, facial artery for the eyes, cataracts. This is the Cataract Cure book and NAC supplement. Also NAC good for the lungs for Catherine. The ouch point for the eyes. Cataracts, both eyes. T1 to T8. T3 for the lungs, detox and mold. T1 to T8 for detox. All chemical exposures, clay baths and clay foot soaks will be really good for that. You may take Saccharomyces boulardii probiotics also for SIBO. Even gut shot. Lumbosacral plexus. And groundings, liver 3 and kidney 1. How's everybody doing? Thank you, Collected Champion. Blue Sky is next. Continue with Tiffany and Jessica. And hello, Catherine. ¿Cómo se va? Tiffany Williams said, nice, clear spinal. Spinal, you mean spinal blockage? Sure. So let's focus on all of this. Alistair Crowley and Jessica. And blood flow to the brain. And we'll work on your feet specifically if there's that much pain, especially. Vitamin B12 would be really good. Blood sugar is better and eyesight improved, Jessica. Okay, great. You're using eyesight improved. Blood sugar is better. Brilliant. Blood flow to the brain, and then the ouch point of the eyes for Alistair Crowley. The jaw for the mouth, dental bone and gums. And blood flow, nerve flow for the spine. So I hope you're using castor oil packs or clay packs for the fibroma overnight. That'll help a lot. Let me know if you did that. If you didn't help, or helped, I'm sure it would help. Blood flow, nerve flow to the entire spine. So blood flow, nerve flow, so the brachial plexus to the right femur bone. In the leg. Right femur bone. Right around the Heaney hamstrings, as we call them. C3, C4 for eyes, cataracts, floaters, mouth, dental, bone, and gums for Alistair also. Fibroma, T1 to T8. Blood flow, nerve flow down the spine. Right femur, so brachial plexus, lumbosacral plexus, and the right femur. I always remember FFT, femur, fibula, and tibia for the legs. HUR in the arms. Humerus, ulnar, and radial nerves. And hello, Leonard. Bones, bone marrow, T1 for the bones, femur, and grounding again to liver 3 and kidney 1. So, how's everybody doing? Yeah, so castor oil pack for gallbladder. So liver gallbladder cleanse with castor oil packs is really very beneficial for gallbladder. Reducing your fat intake to 10 to 20% will help a lot, and stomach cancer. So that's all right around T9, T10 for blockages. So let's talk awesome sauce. Work on the feet some more. Blood flow to the brains. And kidney stones. There are stone breaker herbal remedies out there, very good ones. Blood flow to the brain. And you're welcome, Catherine. Let's work some more for the eyes. So many people for the eyes. Eyes, ouch point. Facial arteries for the eyes. Blood flow, nerve flow. C3 for the eyes. T9 for the liver for the eyes as well. T8, anti-inflammation. Kidney stones, TL2, especially left kidney. Focus on that area, the L2 left side. T7, T10 will be good for you. Ongoing, let it be 10 or 11. All right. Kidney stones again, L2. Left kidney especially. So Jessica, where did you buy the castor oil pack from? A couple of companies. I think one is Lulu's Naturals, which is now Anandi, and the Queen of Thrones. Those are the only two companies that seem to have really good quality. But there may be more. Grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So Lynn, let's continue on. And timid humanoid. So actually the feet for Kate's Blanc Cosmetics. Okay, thank you. Just make sure the cotton is kind of organic and fresh. Sounds like you're doing a great job. They're brilliant. If you want to get more information on the amazing benefits of castor oil, look up Edgar Casey, even his case studies. It's pretty amazing stuff. So good for you. Glad I could help with that. So the feet for Tiffany, GB39 outside, above the ankles, inside, spleen 6, liver 3, and kidney 1. So blood flow and nerve flow for the feet, lumbosacral plexus, sciatic nerve, down to the ankles, kidney meridians, spleen, liver, kidney meridian of spleen 6, liver 3, and kidney 1. And for the hands, brachial plexus, and clearing the spine, anything to deal with the spine or nerves. There's something called flossing, Flossing. So there is spinal flossing, nerves of the shoulder flossing. It basically glides the nerve to liberate it, to move it around a little bit and relieve pain and increase mobility of nerves. So blood flow to the brain. We'll work with Lynn, gentle humanoid, hands, whole for Tiffany, so anyone with cancer, I highly recommend the herbal teas, genuineessiac.com. Command points of the brain. Command points of the brain stem. C1 to C7, C1 to S5, so we can clear the whole spine. And let's do a cranial sacral tune-up for everyone. Crystal Palace, which is GV19, 20, 21, 22, but especially the hypothalamus, thalamus, pituitary, and pineal gland. What we call the Crystal Palace. Down to the brain stem area for Augustina and Santino, medulla, T1 for the bones, T1 to T12, and then S1 to S5, also for the cranial sacral fluid. Have people here heard of cranial sacral therapy? And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And we will add in gallbladder and stomach, T9, 10, 11, Jessica, for those people. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Woohoo! And Mumashar, you've done craniosacral is brilliant. Craniosacral fluid it has photons in it. It nourishes the spine. It's kind of the immune system for the spine. And in the middle of the night when we're asleep, it wakes up and kind of washes our spine as well. Pretty cool stuff. So let's work with Lynn, Gentle Humanoid, and Fortunate Hero. And then Joanna, you're next. But Joanna, for ulcerative colitis, have you ever heard of the book by Dr. Klein, a book for the cure for colitis and Crohn's? It's a good book. I would check it out. Blood flow to the brain. You're welcome, Jessica, very much. Keep up with the castor oil. It's amazing stuff. And sometimes even castor oil and combined with some clay as a clay castor oil and even essential oil poultice. Very powerful to do. Command points of the brain. Short-term memory, GB13 left side, right side. Also ulcerative colitis. Oh, Joanna, there you go. I think we get you on both sides. Gentle humanoid. Short-term memory, daughter-in-law with ulcerative colitis. There you go, Joanna. We got you. And we don't want to miss Lynn. Tonsils. Ouch point for the tonsils. I don't have tonsils, so I'm not too familiar with that. But see 3, 4, and 5. Vagus nerve, GB12. Gut-brain axis, GB12, CV12. Optic nerve, GV23. Ouch point for the eyes. Yeah, it's on Amazon. It's Dr. David Klein, Klein. It's called Treating Crohn's and Colitis of Dark. Let's see if I get it. I might have my copy right here. Crohn's and Colitis. Let's see, we have it for you. Nope, not easily available. Not easily available. The flow to the brain. But let's work on Crohn's and colitis. But it's Klein, Klein. Klein. Dr. Klein, David Klein. I know him. He was in Hawaii. Stomach and optic nerve again for Lynn, GV23. I may be able to find it. There's a few people here. There it is. Self-healing Crohn's and colitis. There you go. Let's look to the brain. Try that. That's the book for Crohn's. It's called Self-Healing Crohn's and Colitis. That's the link in Amazon for you. So more for the lungs for everyone. Lung 1, lung 2, CV17, phrenic nerve. Eyes and emotions. GB13 left side and right side, also good for short-term memory as well. Command points of the brain, command points of the brain stem. And next we work with Fortunate Hero. If I miss anyone, just remind me and we will catch up. and Augustina and Santino. Blood flow to the brain. 3 blood supplies for the brain. Carotid artery, vertebral artery, and occipital artery. And don't worry, we will not miss Fortunate Hero as well. Vertebral arteries, spinal artery, GV17 for Augustina and Santino, brain stem medulla. And hello Maria, good to see you. And how is she doing? I sent information about SEACT, which may be a good option for long-term support for Augustina and for Santino as well. SEACT is my #1 recommendation for cancer, along with Tongren. Anyone with cancer, also always check your iodine levels. Those are some of the main things to always check for cancers. Iodine and vitamin D, those 2 things especially. Your inflammation markers as well. So endometrial peritoneal cancer. So T7 blood flow and then nerve flow. L1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mucus impaction of lungs. I think guaifenesin is good for that. Flemonade tea to get rid of the phlegm in the lungs as well. And cardamom herbs. Osteoporosis, T1 for the bones. And for osteoporosis, high dose silica, either through Alta silica capsules or liquid silica organo brand from Health Harmonics. Okay, I'm just looking at something, some technical stuff. Blood flow to the brain. And we will wrap all this up for everyone. Unique Pal. I didn't see Unique Pal in there. Unique Pal has entered the chat, but I don't see any comments from Unique Pal. I see that you joined. So, Unique Pal, your comments didn't get in there. If you could add them in again, that would be great. So, blood flow to the brain. One thing for the ears is ear coning, if you've ever heard of that. I was looking recently at Dr. Akasakesat in Mattapan does ear coning. I'm going to be going there myself eventually. Blood flow to the brain. And we'll work for recovery from a cold and headache. Everybody is getting. And we'll work for the ears, unplugging. You could do steam tents for the sinuses, which will also help to clear out the ears. Steam tents with lavender, inhale it through the nose, or through saline, like neti pots. Ear coning is when you take a tube and you put your side of the head, you actually set it on fire, and that creates a vacuum and it cleans out your ears. So if you look up Dr. Akasakesat, Dr. A at the Ra Healing Center in Mattapan, she looks like the closest place to go. She's awesome. A naturopath from Jamaica. I think she's from Jamaica. No, maybe not Jamaica. Blood flow to the brain. C3, 4, and 5 for the cold, dry coughs. GV. GV21 for the headaches. Left mid-shaft humerus bone. That's also for me, which is the upper part of my humerus bone, right side. Radial nerve palsy. Vitamin D and vitamin B12 absorption. It's called ear coning, C-O-N-I-N-G. Dr. Akasakesat also does Tongren as well. Dr. A at the Ross Center, I'm pretty sure she's still there, on Blue Hill Ave. Yep, I've been to her many times. Regeneration, T1 to T7. B12 absorption, the microbiome. Let's work on the microbiome for absorption for everyone. T11, T12, L4, L5. So we are sending Qi, as we all know now, through a biophoton generator transmitted by the luminiferous ether of the cosmic wind of the universe. Sounds good to me. C3, 4, 5 for the nose. Sleep, digestion, high cholesterol, T9 and 10. Sometimes high cholesterol is not a problem. Science has shown that high cholesterol does not have a real relationship with heart conditions. Stress-free, calm mind. So, Unique Pal, I don't see your request. So if you could repeat it for me, that would be great. Yep, ear coning may be a good option. Nasal congestion, they have these neti pots, which is saline solution, or the Novage, or Sino oregano, which is really good. You know Dr. A. Dr. A is awesome. And then Sino oregano saline solution in the nose to clean it out, and that will also help to sanitize the sinuses and the ears as well. Yeah, I'm going to make an appointment to see Dr. A as well. She's awesome. Oh, I did it. Endometrial cancer and mucus impaction. I did get you. Okay, blood flow to the brain. One last round. Valerie and Dave here just listening. Valerie and Dave are the West Coast Biophoton Center of the Universe. So welcome to us. Yes, Dr. A is fantastic. Blood flow to the brain command points, brain stem command points for everyone. Valerie and Dave will be joining us as we do our experiment. 2 experiments. One is a full week thing. We're just going to test, ask questions. Do you feel better, worse, the same, more power, less power, all those different things. And then in the full moon, it looks like in February, we'll do an immersion biophoton session at the full moon in February with the help of Valerie and Dave as well. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So take a deep breath, breathe, relax. Breathe in through the nose. Blessings, Sherry and Lara. I hope you're doing great. Let's focus on CV17, the heart chakra. Focusing on heart of compassion and kindness and reducing pain for everyone. And bringing the energy down. Merci. À bientôt, mes amis. Oh, I referred you to Dr. A when you first came to Tongren. Yeah, because she's brilliant. She's also a great person. Okay, so let's do a clearing for everyone. Blessings to everyone. Be kind to one another. Be well. I hope you're all feeling better. I look forward to seeing you next week. Don't forget the other sessions all over the world. Monday night session with Yvonne and Jacqueline. Saturday night cancer class. Wednesday general class. All these different things. So it was 7 years ago, Tiffany. Wow. 7 years. 3 years BC, as they say, before COVID. Have a great day. Be well to everyone, to one another, and enjoy the day. Take care.